Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review What Happens Later. And this is a new romantic comedy from Bleecker Street, and from director and star Meg Ryan, who's taking the reins of her own romantic comedy here after years of, When Harry Met Sally, and Sleepless in Seattle, and You've Got Mail. And now Meg Ryan plays Willa, who bumps into David Duchovny, Bill, her ex-husband, in this airport in the middle of a snowstorm, and they wind up being stuck there together. Will they have a spark again? We'll have to see. Probably, because it is a rom-com. And this particular film, I think, really rides on the chemistry and the individual charisma of both Meg Ryan and Duchovny, and I think they bring it. I think they really pop on screen. I enjoy their interactions, the way they playfully engage with each other, but also there's like a tired, kind of worn bit to this story, because like these are two middle-aged people kind of confronting where their lives have gone, how their lives grew apart from each other, and it's an interesting look at how time can reshape perspectives on relationships. And I think this film does those things well. It has sprinklings of some magical realism, especially with our airport voice, but I think that's a fun little addition to the film. It definitely trades and deals in cliches. It really leans into those romantic comedy elements, but it feels like an old school romantic comedy where it doesn't feel as cynical as a lot of rom-coms today, and it tries to avoid being too meta. It feels very much like a Meg Ryan romantic comedy, and there's even a little to like Nora Ephron at the end, and Meg Ryan's the one who co-wrote the screenplay too, and you can feel there's a lot of passion that went into it. From a directing standpoint, from a visual standpoint, it's a bit flat. It's sleek. It doesn't have anything particularly interesting in terms of its visual flair. And also a lot of the times it's like oversaturated lighting, so it doesn't exactly look the most interesting or engaging, but it also leads real heavy into cliches and these expectations of romantic comedies. You see where this is going pretty easily, but that doesn't take away from the fact that at least this has some heart, it has some passion in it, and a pair of strong performers at the center carrying this film. Sure, is the last shot a little eye-rolly? Oh, it is. But in the end, I do think that this is a nice little old-school rom-com, especially for those who love those late 80s, 90s rom-coms that Meg Ryan made so famous to begin with. But those are my thoughts on What Happens Later. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.